Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Storm and Norman's Movie Corner. I'm going to be reviewing the latest, the hottest movies out today. Alright, so let's get started here. Um, this past Friday night, the opening Harry Potter opened up. The final Harry Potter in the series opened. Finally. And I was there to see it. Me, Storm and Norman, yes, I am a huge fan of the Harry Potter series, much like a lot of other people. Surprisingly, I have read the books, I've seen all the movies, and eventually, as soon as I get around to it, I'm going to compare the books to the movies, but right now I'm just going to review part 2 of the final epic of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 2. So, this movie, I mean, there's no. It starts right off where part 1 left off. Right off. With Voldemort getting the Elder Wand out of Voldemort's grave. I mean, out of Dumbledore's grave, duh. How can Voldemort be? Out of Dumbledore's grave. And, I mean, it leads directly off for part 1 left. And we see this. And then you get the big Warner Brothers thing. It goes Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Then we get a look at Hogwarts now. I mean, you didn't see Hogwarts at all in the first movie. And you see it, and you see Snape, who is now headmaster of Hogwarts. He is now taken over as headmaster. And you see, like, I guess the two main Death Eaters, like, walking all the kids and students throughout the, you know. And then we cut from that, we go to Harry, who's at Dobby's grave. He's kneeling down next to Dobby's grave. And then we go inside the house, Ron's brother's, like, house, like, little cottage. Bill's cottage. Bill and Fleur. And so, yeah, we go there. But, yeah, we go there, and then Harry goes up, has a talk with Griphook, the, little, you know, um, little fellow, the little troll, not troll, goblin, Gringotts, and they devise this plan to break into Gringotts and all this. So they break into Gringotts. They go in his Bellatrix. Hermione goes in, uses a Poijuice potion, goes in as Bellatrix Lestrange. She goes, and they take her to the vault and all that, and eventually they get the Horcrux they were after. And so all this leads to, they all get into the back of this dragon, take off, and then Harry sees a little vision that they must go to Hogwarts, because Hogwarts is where the final Horcrux is. It's where they're going to, you know, have to defeat Voldemort. So after that, this movie was very fast paced, people. Believe me, it was very, very fast paced. Shortest in the series. I would like to see it a little bit longer, because there are things in this movie that you did not see really happen. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the action, I mean, it was so fast. So I couldn't even really tell if it really happened or not. Like, they actually showed it. Well, as an example, there's a point later on. I mean, I cried a little bit during this movie. I will admit, I cried a little bit. When Fred Weasley died, I cried. I will admit that. He was one of my favorite characters from the book. Had the twins, and the twins were, like, my favorite characters. Like, couple of my favorite characters in the book. So, I mean, it's sad to see it end and all that. But when they get to Hogwarts, they go and search one of the final Horcruxes, which is Lorena Ravenclaw's lost diadem or something. And it turns out it's inside the room of requirement. So they all go. They go. Harry goes after it in there, followed by Draco Malfoy, I think Crab, and a black kid. A black kid. In the book, it was supposed to be Crab and Goyle, but a fucking black kid. A black kid. I don't know if it's because the boy that was playing one Crab or Goyle decided to just leave the whole series, but a black kid, a little black kid. What the fuck? That right there, that's the way you fuck up a thing in a movie. I mean, it wasn't that bad though. I mean, that was just, I guess, their way of substituting. It just pisses me off a little bit because, I mean, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but I did. Me. I noticed it. I'm just pointing out that everybody has seen this damn movie. If you missed that and you thought that black kid was white, go back and watch that movie again. That was not Crab and Goyle. That was like, I guess, Crab and the little black kid. And believe me, I ran it after the movie was over. I wish I could have filmed what I ranted after I saw this movie. But I can tell you this, it's far better than when I'm ranting here. But anyway, we see all that, and then shit. But I mean, I think the key elements of the film is there. The key elements of the film are there. I mean, we see Snape die, killed by Voldemort. Just the only thing in the book, it happened at the Shrieking Shack. The Shrieking Shack, the shack, from number 4, or the 4th Harry Potter film. It happens there. But in this one here, it happens down at like a boathouse. And that there, I mean, yeah, the scene was great. I mean, that got me right here. I mean, it made me cry. That, and when Harry looks through the pensieve or whatever and sees Snape really was in love with his mom and all that. I mean, made me cry, man. But yeah, and another thing that made me cry was when you see everybody dead, like Lupin and Tonks, and then when they walk through the cats. So yeah, when Harry looks into the pensieve, he hears Dumbledore and Snape talking about how Dumbledore was always grooming Harry because he would have to die in the end. So Harry, after Voldemort gave a warrant, said, "Harry must meet me in the Forbidden Forest. If not, I will attack and kill you all." For Harry Potter. So yeah, and so he walks in, takes out the little snitch, from the first part, blows on it, says, "I'll open after close." Opens it, the Resurrection Stone, one of the other Deathly Hallows, the final Deathly Hallow. Takes it. His mom, dad, Lupin, Sirius are all there around him. They follow him in to where Voldemort did this really loud, and I think he was trying to be a little funny. He's like, "Avada Kedavra!" And I'm like, "Well, all right. I did not know you were supposed to scream that fucking loud. I mean, or at least make the fucking look that you made." And he sends Malfoy's mother over to look at Harry to see if he's dead or not. And she whispers to him, "Is Draco okay?" So obviously she knows he's okay. Harry's still alive. So they have Hagrid carry Harry out through the Forbidden Forest to, I guess, embarrass Hagrid, lay him down, and then that's where Neville stands up and says, "Harry may be gone. He may be gone, but that does not mean that our fight stops. That does not mean that one of us cannot take you down, Voldemort." It's blah blah blah. So all this happens. Um, and then Harry reveals that he's still alive. Him and Voldemort start their little, epic fight. But shit that didn't even happen in the book. Because the thing that happened in the book was just Neville jumped up, sliced the snake's head off, not like the snake went after Ron and all of them. And but I mean, I understand it's a movie. They had to make it better. They had to make the movie more interesting. All right, but I mean all that. But yeah, I mean obviously, um, but yeah, I mean that was interesting. I mean it was, you know what I mean? It was all right. So, but I mean in the book, you see that happen, and then you see Voldemort go Avada Kedavra, and Harry just go Expelliarmus, and it flies back and kills him. Another thing that got me here. Another after they have their little fight, and the books. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the books, they did not fucking disappear. But in the movies, somehow they just fucking disappear. Like their bodies just float away. That was stupid. That is the only thing I did not like about that movie. Same way when Bellatrix dies. She just like freaking stops and just turns to fucking ash. Well, the same thing happens to Voldemort. When him and Harry had their little final confrontation. But ladies and gentlemen, the epilogue was even cut short. The epilogue in the book is longer than this, and I honestly wish they would have made the epilogue maybe 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. It would have been better. To me. But overall, as being a fan of the books, being a fan of the movies, I have to say, Harry Potter is a great ending to a great series. And the movie wise, I mean, the movies, books totally beat them. But I mean, if you're the type of person who does not want to read, or does not like to read, then I'm just saying, if you're the type of person who does not like to read, oh shit, that was not supposed to happen. Um, as I was saying, if you're the type of person who does not like to read, then I mean, the books are totally for you, and I know that's why you probably love the books better than the. So I just say, go out, watch this movie, enjoy a great ending to a great book series and movie series.